ain't your granddad's boot, Lego. This is a modern alternative brick. This is your reminder to not sleep on alt brands. They might just be the perfect mix of quality and affordability. We will come back to the 3D printing Lego content in the coming weeks, but for today, let's take a look at this alt Lego ghost ship. This set is both remarkable and unremarkable for different reasons. Let's talk about it. But before I forget, there is a discount code for this set if you want to get it at the end of the video. Hey, look, it lights up! Made by JMBricklayer, this ghost ship is an imposing figure. With 1100 pieces, it is certainly not a small build. When I first received the box, I wondered if the part count was correct. Certainly 1100 pieces can't fit inside this box, can it? After all, this box is barely bigger than other Lego sets with a lot less pieces, so what gives? Well, it turns out that the box is incredibly dense. It's a lot heavier than comparable sets and is filled to the brim with parts. Makes you wonder if Lego could do smaller boxes with the same number of pieces. Actually, it could be a form of shipping protection, like the extra air inside the box would protect the contents. If Lays were full of Lego bricks instead of chips. Though I'm not convinced that's the case. If you have an insight to share, feel free to comment down below. Full disclosure, JMBricklayer was gracious enough to send an unknown YouTuber a free set. The box art is pretty cool. It features this Cthulhu-inspired design with green and black themes. Nice picture here on the front, but I can't say I like the typography too much. It's a little hard to read, and in my opinion, this font doesn't work well with this other one. This set is for ages 14 and up. The build experience was not unlike official Lego. The bricks were, for the most part, similar quality with the name brand. Of course, some pieces were not perfect, like this one with a lot of extra flashing. But this is 1 of 8,000. One could argue that Lego would have an error rate of 1 out of 10,000 or even 100,000. Considering the price difference between the two, it could be worth the risk. The instructions were well made. The build techniques were unremarkable, and that's a good thing. Let me explain. In my previous video, I've been disappointed with alt Legos having difficult and unorthodox build techniques. They are exciting in the way a rabid animal chasing you raises your heart rate. Not fun. In this case, basic is perfect. Embrace normalcy. As far as the design, it's not a recognizable ship. It's not a licensed IP. And if I'm not mistaken, this is their own design, which is commendable because that means they are not ripping off existing designs or franchises just to make a quick buck. The downside is, well, it's not recognizable. No one knows what this is. I mean, sure, it looks vaguely mysterious and ghosty. Let's take a closer look at all the details, maybe they'll win me over. And here are some cool B-roll shots. Yep, that's a ghost ship. The first thing I noticed are the lights, which are green for that spooky effect. This set is remarkable for including a lighting kit. Official sets don't typically come with lights, and those wanting to make their displays brighter are left with third-party options. Actually, I got this on my desk and we will be looking at lighting kits in the near future. Can you guess what this set is made for? Leave a comment down below. The lights are positioned primarily around this area, but I would prefer it was more spread out. The lower deck and front parts of the build are not lit at all, which is slightly disappointing. The sails are made of this black cloth material, with this print of a Cthulhu-inspired symbol. The same one on the box seems like. Out of the plastic bag, they had unfortunate folds. It kind of breaks the whole look. I think you can iron it flat if you are so inclined. I, on the other hand, would rather not. You build the mast and put on the sails, then you tie on these black cords. Now, one of them is longer than the others, and it goes from here to here. The masts were built with axles, and I am proud to report that this 3D printed triangle ruler has been super helpful in figuring out the sizes of the pieces. On top are these green flag pieces which have stickers on them. They are transparent fingerprint magnets, so try using a part separator to apply the sticker. In the box was this groovy looking part separator, certainly a unique look. Here it is side by side with a real Lego separator. This one is alt, and this one looks like a safety razor. They all work fine. Back to the set. These platforms have railings and a nice little lantern build. The bar piece is just forced through the hole here and locked in with this piece. On the front are these arm-like builds which serve to make the set look and feel bigger than it actually is. I like the brown chains here, but it's the only place they have them, and I think the brown sticks out too much in this case. This part where the mast is tied to is fairly secure, but the build here at the bottom is only supported by one stud, and it easily and frequently comes off. The sides feature these cool cannon builds. You see the space here? The enemy ship hit this while I wasn't looking, and the cannon fell inside. Just kidding. I accidentally pushed it in while I was lifting the set. I didn't want to open up the whole thing just to get it back, so maybe I will just print a cannonball and put it there. There are these green vines or tentacle pieces, and behind it are luminous stickers. They gave you two of the same pair of stickers. One is supposedly luminous and the other is a regular sticker. I chose the luminous one, but I don't think it works. You can also see here on the sides the wires of the LEDs. I have no idea how to better hide them without breaking them. Just something to be aware of if that bothers you. And speaking of the lighting, you kind of route the tiny wires through the bricks, doing your best not to just squish and break them. They all go into a sort of hub for all the wires, going into this USB plug. You can then plug this into any regular 5V source and then it lights up. On the deck is this cauldron with a light underneath. It looks cool but it's super easy to knock off. It's also unbalanced when you build this from the instructions and put it on. I like the idea for the ladder here, but maybe the green could have been brown to represent wood and make it match with the chains up front. This helm here spins, and I have now just realized what's missing from this set. Minifigs. This helm seems like the perfect place for a ghost pirate minifig, but this set does not have one. Minifigs are of course trademarked by Big LEGO, so they can't just chuck random pirate minifigs here. That's just how things are, unless there is an open fig standard that is different enough. On the back is this very interesting build. It's an ornate looking structure here on the stern. It doesn't light up, which feels like a lost opportunity. The rails here, looking at it straight on, it looks fine, but from the top or sides you see that they don't actually fit or line up. I'm not sure if that's a me mistake or a them mistake, but not a big deal. On the bottom is this rudder that moves from side to side. The whole thing is on a flat and stable base, so you don't have to worry about the ship easily tipping and falling off your shelf. With that said, I wouldn't put this near an edge. As I mentioned, this is from JMBricklayer and they sent it to me for my independent review. And for you, my dear viewers, we are giving away a discount to get this set on their website or from Amazon. The code is on your screen now, and there is also a link in the description below. If you think you will enjoy building and displaying this set, then go and show them some love by picking it up for yourself. If this video does well, we can collaborate again in the future for discounts and maybe even a giveaway. Click subscribe below so you don't miss it. If you like this video, then check out this one where we look at the Hogwarts castle but in fake Lego form. If you are a maker like me, then this 3D printing Lego video could be for you.
Original or knockoffs, it doesn't matter. Build and explore with Brick Score.